In this video, I'm going to show you how students in your class, perhaps in grade 3 to 6, can create their own collection and share the collection with the teacher. Now, when the students get to the sharing part, if you've watched any of the previous videos, they're going to be only seeing first names. And that could be a problem if there are a lot of teachers with the first name, or if you want to try to avoid having students have access to the teacher's first name. So our first step is going to create a sharing group. I'm going to create a sharing group inside of the class site just to make it a little bit more easy for the students to find it, as well as to associate the sharing group with just my own class and not with everybody able to see the sharing group. So I'm going to first go and find my class, and you can just go up to the top and click on Select a Course, and you will find your class sites. So I'm just going to go to a class site that I've used previously. And inside of the class site, I'm going to go to Edit Course. And I'm going to look inside of Edit Course for Sharing Group. And I can see it under the Administration Tools. So I'm going to click on Sharing Groups. Now remember that this sharing group that we're making is just a sharing group that our students in our class are going to be able to see, but it's only a sharing group of one person, and that's me, the teacher. So I'm going to create a new sharing group. And I'm going to put in the name of the sharing group. So my students can look and find that there is, my name, and it's the grade 4 class. And then I'm going to save and close. Now I can see that I do have a sharing group now, and I have no one in the sharing group. You could create sharing groups for your class and have more than one person in the sharing group. But remember, this is just a sharing group to make it easier for the students to find us when they go and share their collections in the eportfolio tool. So I'm going to click on my name here in the list of sharing groups. And I'm now going to add users to the sharing group, just one, myself. And I'm going to search by last name. And I can see in the list, there is my name. So I'm going to click on that. The list of selected users now changes so that there is me in the list. And I'm going to add. And you can now see that my sharing group called Miss Booth Grade 4 has one person in the sharing group. I'm going to save and close. Okay, so I have now made the sharing group. The next step will be for the students to log in and access their eportfolio tool and share their collection, make a collection, share it with the teacher. Okay, so we now have students logged in to their D2L account, and we want them to go into their eportfolio and create a collection and share the collection with their teacher. So they would go to eportfolio, and if it's the first time using it, they would see Welcome to eportfolio, and they can just close that. Then they can make a new collection. And just like we did before in the previous video for teachers that are in kindergarten to grade 1, we would want to put the name here. So if my name is Joe Test, and let's say that I'm in grade 4, I'm going to be managing my own eportfolio. So I'm going to be doing this myself. I'm logged in as a student right now. I would put a name and a grade in, and then I would save and close the collection. All right, my collection is now made, and I'm ready to share that collection with my teacher. So I click on the down arrow beside the collection, and I choose Share. I'm going to click on Add Users and Groups. And in this particular example, I want to go to Sharing Groups. And because I have created a sharing group associated with my class site, you will see that this test student sees right near the top that myself. So they're going to click on my name. Okay, and add. And you can now see that this collection is shared with me. I'm ready to close because I've now done the sharing. To see what that looks like, I'm going to go to my items, and I see that I have one collection created. It has nothing in it so far, and it is shared with one sharing group. And that sharing group is the one for the teacher. Again, the only reason that we need to make that sharing group from the teacher standpoint is because in our school board, we are limiting student access to last names. So your students would not be able to find the teacher unless they search by first name and knew specifically which one it is. So our workaround for that is that the teacher creates a sharing group, and then the students share their collection with the sharing group.